So, this is Aries. Today I'm trying something new. Today I'm gonna play South Africa. 3-on-3 on this map. I've never played this map. It's called Gunboat Diplomacy. So I'm just trying something new type of deck. Did 2 FOBs. I usually do 1 FOB. 2 types of commanders and supply helicopter. South Africa has the Super Frelon. It's a moving FOB, 3,700 liters. But this time, and usually I go with 2 types of commanders. So I usually have an infantry commander and a vehicle, or 2 types of infantry commanders with maybe one with the helicopter, one with the vehicle like the Rattle. Yeah, and I chose the Rattle 60 because it's a mortar. It's a 60mm mortar, so you save on the trying to get a mortar, which is very good for indirect fire in the support tab. So I took 2 FOBs because I'm playing artillery heavy with the G6 Rhino. I was thinking of going with the Battalion, but I did start with it. The Revalk helicopter, brilliant helicopter, plus the Alpha X1 Alpha, not bad. Rattle 60 with the Milan free mortar anti-tank. So first my idea was, usually when I play South Africa or something like a weak deck, because I'm playing against the Soviets and the Chinese. No, I think the Soviets. Redfor Starter pack, Soviet battle group, and my custom deck. So my idea is usually to grind down the enemy at a choke point here. So at first I thought maybe he's gonna come really quick. he's gonna advance really quickly. So I was gonna hold him at Echo because of the town and let my ally grind it out. So you see, my allies are South African Naval Infantry. It's a naval deck that I made. Pretty effective. So yeah, here we go. You can see at first I was going to Echo. These are Rattle 20 Milans, 20mm cannon with the Milan on top. These are the Bokop 90s. The Rattle 60s have the Milan ATGM crew. I just like playing South Africa. So I have the SASF sniper for recon. Let's see what the enemy is doing this side. You see, that's the problem with AI. The problem with the AI, it always goes for a frontal attack. Yeah, like that's, look at this place. It's a choke point, and he's pushing all his armor to this choke point here. Yes, he has like these BDRMs which can go on water, I guess, maybe, and the BMP they can go on water, but still a choke point. So the AI, the allies, and the enemy always go for the choke point. So you can see this side is really left it weak. Trailer, BMP1, I guess with the motorized. Yeah, so soon you'll see I'll decide to occupy this forest and cross this bridge. I'd already started putting units on this bridge. Go down the choke points. I put my, what you call, my G6 Rhino. Just keep firing on this choke point. Just keep firing on the choke point. No, I didn't even need the visual. Just keep firing on the choke point. Fuck. Look at that. Damn. Artillery. God damn. That's crazy. So usually I number certain units, you know, like this guy is the number one on the keyboard, so whenever I need to call them in, these are like my reserve, my firefighting force. They plug gaps. Start calling in the A. Serukat, indigenous South African vehicle, the Ricat, with AA gun mount. You can mount missiles, you can mount yeah, this is the anti-air missile version, this is the gun version, 105mm version, 76mm version. This is made in South Africa. The trackless tank can fire on the move, it has a stabilizer. And that's why I like they say it has like, you play with in indigenous African technology. Yeah, these are technologies made in Africa. Yeah, this is the Ricat, another Ricat, the gun version. It's a cactus, 4 missiles. Another Kenyans might be familiar. This is another South African vehicle, Caspier, and they're named after like wildlife, you know, wildlife. It's the Ratel 20mm gun. The Ratel ZTZ, you'll see it soon. Here's the Ricat, another gun Ricat. And I will just spawn the missile Ricat. Here's the Ratel 90mm fire support vehicle. So you can see these are indigenous South African vehicles. These are African, this is African technology. Let's go! You can see this, both are Ratels, 20mm and 90mm. the enemy was doing. So you see, he wanted to, it's kind of like a oblique order, if I'm not wrong. You strengthen one flank and weaken one flank, hoping it's smashed through. This flank is, I guess, meant to just hold me, just keep eyes on me. And this flank smash through and then cut in, right? It's supposed to sweep through all the way to the rear, but wrong calculations, because this bridges here. The bridges are, this choke points are crazy. These choke points are crazy. But then in this game, I don't think I spawned any armor. I'm just using the fighting support vehicles, the IVs, the Ratels. Ratel, Caspir. So we have a Milan team in this village all the way down here. So I decided at a point to start moving these guys, since they're doing nothing, into this forest. So my snipers just giving me visuals. Look at this, look at this. God damn. Oryx is another indigenous South African helicopter. Oh, that was the Puma. Sorry, that was the Puma. I guess this is the Oryx, South African. It's the anti-air version. Right. This is my ally. So I started calling in reinforcements. You know, Kenyans would be very familiar with this, the Caspir. We always see the KDF crossing with it. The Caspir. What I like about South Africa is speed. This is the Ratel 60, so you can see it has the motor. The speed. South African vehicles are fast. They can enter a zone quickly, and when they're spotted, they can exit before like the enemy. Millimeters infantry kill. It's the Buffalo, the Milan TGM. Oof! Ooh, the Bokop FN Mag. Nice. So this side, it was a matter of, now I've cut off this road, so he really can't, because of the open space, it's so open, he really can't push any more reinforcements into these zones easily. And as you see, soon I'll start pushing in and occupying this forest, tree lines. Here's the Milan team. Get visual on the bridge. At a point, I noticed enemy attack getting like a bridge with these BMPs. Actually, that's the good thing with this forest. First of all, the entrance to the forest is covered by this valley, so the enemy can see you pushing in reinforcements here. And also the tree line. So you can see that's my fire. That's what I meant by firefight. This is my fire. This is my shock, the reserve, the X Alpha, the 20mm cannon, and the reverb. You can see what happens when they get into position. They change the altitude so they would be below the tree line, and then you stop the push and you back off, you get out of there. And that's what the firefighting force means. You get out of there before the A comes in. There are stopgap measure. There is we just plugged in that gap and have allowed me now to push in more reinforcements, my AA, into this forest. Pull them back. These are my guys. Slowly reinforcing this place with more infantry, more AA, more ATGMs. The good thing with the Buffalo is that the anti-infantry plus anti-tank. You have the Rattle 60s. I've largely ignored my navy. No, the enemy is actually not doing very well. And soon I'm gonna move these guys. I had forgotten about the sniper guys. I'm gonna move them to this forest, and soon I'm gonna start getting better, clearer images of what's happening here, and I'm gonna start sniping them with the rhino. Yep, the rhino. Yeah, that's the Rattels. That's the Rattel 60 firing those mortars. That's the Rattel 60. That's why I like the Rattels. It's the problem with choke points, man. It's a graveyard of armor. Damn, this is a Oliphant. My ally also tried to push through. These are a couple of Oliphants. These are Oliphants. These are T70, T72. A lot of DMPs, DMP1s, MTLBs. Oh, and a lot of infantry. Oh man, this is BMP3, I guess. Oh yeah. So now here's the Rattel ZTZ ATGM, and it is lethal from range. So I park it right, and that's the beauty of this forest, right? The ingress is so well covered. Whether you're coming from up here, there's this tree lines covering it. Whether you're coming from down here, there's this valley, then the forest. I decided to put some bulk up here in case they used the river and tried to come in here. So yeah, I remembered my snipers, then the truck, the Caspir. So the Caspir is an APC. It's not meant to like be in the front line. It's just supposed to protect from like small arms, bullets, rifles, machine guns. Drop infantry. It's an APC up on personnel carrier, so it drops infantry quick front line. And goes off. My Ratel 20 Milan was destroyed somewhere here. So also this deck, I've never tried using the inflict, so the farming the Caspian K-Cup. This is a Caspian with a 20mm. And then this is the thing with the NTLP, so that's what you need to protect from river crossings. So his infantry got a beat on me. Ooh. Just taking out two guys. I think I counter-fired with my rhinos. Did that? Yep. No. I did pull them out. I need to pull them out into that. That's the good thing with South Africa. They are fast. Only one guy remaining. They're at ZTZ. See, it has the Swift Circles missiles times 12. It's 70% accuracy. It's deadly. So far, no tank. I have spawned no tank. You can see this road, nothing is entering this road. Right? Soon I'm going to infest this tree line. I'm going to cross the bridge. As you can see, I'm going to start pushing up to these positions. I start resupplying with my Samuel. I only have 7 supply trucks. That's why I needed 2 FOBs. Also, I did not get to use the Super Frelon. I love the Super Frelon. 3,700 liters. It's the only NATO um, supply helicopter that comes close to the Russians. You know, the Mi-6, Mi-26 with 6,000 liters. So, like moving Forbes, fast moving Forbes, but very expensive. So I had refueled my firefighting force, the Revac and the Alpha, and they are back in. Waiting for a mission, waiting for a breakthrough. Good job, boys. Good job, boys. So apparently, the revolution, the technological advancements of the Revac is that these seats, right? This is the, I guess it's the gunner, this is the pilot, or whatever, vice versa. Usually the gunner has gunner controls and the pilot has pilot controls, but apparently in the Revac, or maybe nowadays it's people copied it, but the Revac was maybe the first one to have both controls. So if the pilots couldn't perform the duties, the gunners they go flying and vice versa. So, and also the Revac, you know, it's an amazing. It's crazy that there are no export variants of this helicopter. I mean, the South Africans haven't really exported any of these helicopters to anyone. They were once considered recently, and they're still considered top 10 in terms of attack helicopters. So you can see I pushed up the Ratel 90 to protect that road with the 80 gens from the buffaloes, and Ratel 20, Ratel 60 Milan, the Ratel 20, the Milan team. The forest has been fully occupied. So here's my line of defense. Yes, I'm giving the visuals. Also the sniper, good for hitting. And it's an anti-material sniper, I guess. Right. Yeah, 20mm rounds. AP power 2, good for hitting vehicles. Range 1.7 kilometers. It's a choke point. Artillery heaven. Oof. Is that coming to me? Nope. That's the problem with bridges, man. You need to cross them very quickly. Very quickly. And it's just disappointing that you know, the AI didn't think of doing that very quickly. So now you can see we have Foxtrot. I'm about to get India. Our side of the river is clear. Soon I spawn the Lafayette to take over Alpha. And also I'm gonna take some STRB-90s, what you call the coastal support. This is a very hard thing. And this is very hard, guys. This is very hard. the customer care card that was there. So they got to see me, they saw me, had to move my SSF out of the forest. It's a very poor, if you got eyes on here, one artillery strike is devastating, but well, he doesn't seem to have visuals in this position. This is another South African, indigenous South African plane, the Atlas Cheetah, shot down. Oof, a graveyard. So I captured one of the supply trucks. So you're smoking up the position so my recon team can come back in place, and also to position some of this. Also remember, when you smoke up somewhere, you're also impeding your own unit's vision, so I can see it allowed some crossings across the river, but it's okay. Light units. So you can see I'm moving, I'm trying to space out some of these units so that I need some space in case, like an airstrike but I have gotten my AA unit in place. We have the OBLIQUE have the cactus somewhere. Where is the inflict? I wonder what this inflicting is, man. I've never really understood it. It's like a mortar. So push the Milan guys next to the with their Rattel 60. So you can see this guy is really, there we go, here's my Lafayette. Beast. I guess this is French. Beast. I like the Lafayette over the Hatsuyuki because of its Crotal missiles. Very accurate, quite a few, that's 24, 80% accuracy, 80% of the fire. So now he has visuals on this whole area, right? And that's the chief, the Navy. They are OP. They are OP. To the MI-24. So that's when I realized I really had to push my AA guys into appropriate places. But I guess he realized I was trying to get a shot on, so he started pulling back. That's okay. As long as now I'm not gonna like take those pot shots, those sniping shots at me. So I'm gonna push my stinger somewhere in the middle of the village with cactus. The cat has no range. Without recon, he cannot see the guys in my chance, right? And he's not dumb. He's not getting close. So now there's my cactus. There we go. So foxtrot in India are safe. That's what he has left. I love this truck. This is my own deck. It's called the Entente. The Entente. Who are these guys? Czechoslovakia and Yugoslavia. Yeah. Oh man, they're awesome. I'm gonna push in supplies somewhere around here too, so you can see they're a bit more spread out. Added a few more stingers. This is the recapture the AA missiles, sorry. %65 accuracy, 4 missiles. Oh yeah, my other ally is the German Denmark, LandJut. Awesome guys, I made that, it's a custom deck. I love it because like the reserve forces are so capable. One of the few reserve forces, these guys, this M6 Mosgris, that's the reserve forces. They come 15 men, and they are the few reserve forces in the whole game with a machine gun, right? They have a super bazooka, a machine gun, the MG42. So it's South African Navy, South African Army, motorized, which I'm playing, and the LandJut German Denmark. They have joined us on this military exercises against our BRICS allies. So now here's my STRV-90, just doing a patrol on the river just to make sure that he's not behind. These guys are awesome. Hellfire. Hellfire missile, 26 AP, 70 accuracy, 8 of them. Dual Browning, surrounded by dual Brownings. MK 1940mm frag grenades. This is an awesome. Oh yeah, and it can be targeted by anti-ship missiles, and it is riverine craft, so you can patrol the river all the way. And that's what I like to do. I like to use them for patrols to clear the river. Sometimes you just park them in the middle of the river in case preventing, like helping to prevent like helicopter swarms, vehicle swarms, because like they'll be down here. So even targeting by a vehicle will be kind of hard. So they are also, I never like them in a NATO deck, in a blue 4 deck, always. Here's a Ratel ZTZ, ZT3, I guess, ZT3. So we cross the river. My allies cross the river. I have done my job securing the right flank. And I've held. That's the good thing with the right flank. With this natural barrier, you can get significant amounts of reinforcement through. I don't think tanks can traverse this region. Maybe cars can, I don't know. I'll try it next time. Oh yeah, I was trying to get these guys all the way to this town. I was ambushed by the HT40, I guess the MI8. Problema. Recat, pushing the recat up. Too late though. That's my cheetah. This is a cheetah. South African. And the cheetah D, which is a seed. So you see, when you put come on. When you pull out the seed, the seed really didn't get to target. So seed just has to be in the area. It really discourages the AI, the enemy, from turning on his anti-air radar assets. So I saved the book up, pulled back on time. So my guys held this side. These guys are protecting this in case he has like guys who escape this side. So my cheetah deers destroyed my seaplane. The importance of manpads is that they can't be targeted by seed. So well seed is in the area, your Tunguskas and your AA patriots won't fire. They'll turn off their radar. The manpads cannot be targeted by seed. That's why it's good to have like a layered air defense type of deal, where you have the guns, you have the missiles. So you can see here's a missile air defense vehicle, here's the gun air defense vehicle, and you have the manpad air defense vehicle in a more forward position. So if a plane comes in here, for example, if you bypass this air defense vehicle, it will get hit by the recats, which will stun it. If it's turning, this recat with the missiles has some range to hit it, and if all else fails while it's turning, the stinger will take a shot at it. So let's say in case you turn off your recat's radar, your stinger will still be capable. It will be able to give you some form of air defense cover. Yep. Basically, the game is over. Now it's just like, oh man, this is just the worst part of the game, Imagine you're the commander of these forces in this situation. It's just Yeah, just surrender, man. Surrender! These are all his units that he has left. This guy pretty much survived. He was hiding from my missile boats. My missile boats can't see him in this river. So basically it's over. Oh man, look at that. Sad. No one to give you commands, bro. No one. You've been abandoned. Man, this must be like, imagine. There we go. So you can see I was doing like the the flank work, didn't get too many kills, but also had the least losses, 195 losses, 2,402 kills, 3,184 command points, which is the highest for Blue 4. And still did get some number of kills, right? So here my guys, my G6 Rhino took out a lot. The G6 Rhino, my Buffaloes did the job. G6 Rhino, buck up 90s. Yeah, the Lafayette took out a few guys. They said sniper. Yeah. My Rattels, South African vehicles, man. No tank was spawned during the filming of this game from my side, from my squad. Yeah, there we go.